Hey, what's up, vets? I just got done watching a few videos. I actually been watching it over an hour. I was watching a video on Facebook, some news station. They were doing an aerial view of the protests in Berkeley, California. Everything's in the description link if you want to know more about what I'm talking about. I also watched another video from some random guy off of Twitter, but he actually got a good feed until it got fucked up. And I watched a BuzzFeed video. It was on Periscope. I'm gonna list 2 of the 3 as sources. I'm not ready to recognize BuzzFeed as a credible source yet, even though I did watch their videos. I have mixed feelings over this. Now, I just want to let you guys know that I'm a Democrat. If centralist was a real party here in America, I'd probably be a centralist. They got those in Europe. I'm kind of in the middle, but even though I'm a Democrat, I want you, I like to put it in parentheses, doesn't give a fuck, because I will call out anybody and anything. I do have conservative views. I do have democratic views, because I like some things about conservatism, and I also like some other things about, democratic views. So, I do dab, even though I'm a registered Democrat. And I just want to say this, okay? I really want to say this, that in the beginning, it was real disgusting and stupid, okay? People were fighting, punching, kicking. People were getting attacked. I think 3 Trump supporters got attacked. 3 Trump supporters got arrested for violence, and then they got 1 person. I think they're calling them anti-FI. I don't even know how you pronounce it, anti-FI. I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's been trending as well. I'm just gonna say that you have the left, the right, the anarchists, the trumpeteers and alt-right, and then you got, just regular left people and regular right people. There were different factions that formed 2. Okay, people are saying the left. All right, let me tell you what the left consists of. You had some hippies there, you had some Black Lives Matters there, you had some communists there, you had some socialists there, and you had the majority. This was the super majority, anarchists. A lot of people that are like real emu, kind of, the long hair, my life's over, kind of personality thing. These people are degenerates, they're fuckwads, they're worthless. For the ones that are younger, like between 18 and 23, they're misguided, they're young, they got their heads up their ass, and they don't know how to express themselves properly, nor do they know how to be a productive citizen yet. But for the ones that are in their 30s and 40s, you're a worthless sack of shit. It's time to grow up and move forward. You had trumpeteers over there. You had, people that were just regular conservatives, and then you had alt-right, which is a racist group, and they're extreme, but they were part of the Trump march. And you just had some people that simply wanted to voice their opinion and actually create unity while supporting Trump. People were saying, we're not going to let racism, religion, and sexism separate us. They were actually saying good things. People have views for what they believe is going to make America great. What's going to make America number 1? What are the priorities for their fellow citizens and what they view that America, what is going to make America, number 1 again. Everybody has a different path to success, and everyone has a different vision to get America to success. And I get that. That's why I listen. Me personally, I will never call a Trump supporter stupid. I'll simply call them misguided. You can say the same thing about me. But that's what talking and debate's all about. It's okay to agree to disagree. And like I said, during the beginning, when I was watching it, it was absolutely appalling. The violence and the fighting, it was just thugs on both sides. Emotions were flaring up. I think there was no reason to have violence. If you watch the video and you watch little snippets that you see on Twitter, people are on the ground, they're bleeding, they're hurting, they're frowning. There was nothing fruitful that came from that. People wearing helmets, shields, putting on damn shin guards and football pads and all kinds of, this riot gear, or let's just say rigged, homemade riot gear and shields to protect themselves from damage. If you got to go to a protest and do that and prepare for violence, what's the point of going? If you want to go to a protest and fight, what's the point of... It was ridiculous. The police did try to, intervene at first, but after a while, they pretty much just let it go. And thank God no gunfire or nothing was there, but it was still ridiculous, and it was just a bunch of thugs. You're going to see this on the internet where people are saying that the left's evil, the left's this, the left hates freedom of speech. There is people in the left group, such as anarchists, complete sack of shits, okay? All of them. That's why I said shits, each person. Because they are destroying, you know, what you know, a so-called normal Democrat is. And then you have, you know, good conservatives, and then you have the alt-right, and you have people throwing up Hitler signs and extreme racist groups and hate groups. They're fucking up the vision of Trump, you know, Trumpeteers. And the thing is, you'll have, you know, veterans that support Trump, you know, good conservatives, you know, for the most part. And then you have some asshole wrapped up in a frog saying derogatory and racist comments, but they're with the veterans screaming out Trump. I think that the Trumpeteers should really isolate assholes like that are running around with that fucking frog shirt and they have an issue with people of color. Even if you're a Trump supporter and they support Trump, they're cancer to that party. And they're the reason why people think Trump supporters are racist. It's because of those fucking morons. Now again, some people I've seen, they say they're all right and they're not racist, but a lot of them are. It is a hate group. And I would love to see an African American that is in the alt-right movement. You won't find one because being black disqualifies you. Alt-right is a racist movement. Not the right, but alt-right is. And that's what makes Trump supporters look bad. The one thing that makes us look bad, the left, Democrats, liberals, whatever you want to call them, is people that are marching with the liberals aren't actually liberal. They're communists, scumbags. They're socialists. I don't like them too much either, because I believe in modified capitalism. That's my vision. Capitalism's rigged, but modified capitalism can support a socialist safety net. This is my vision. But at the same time, you can still make it to the top if you bust your ass. And I think we need that because that's what keeps us going. But at the same time, if you just down on your luck, you're failing, you can't get back up on your feet, I think we have to have a socialist safety net. Everybody loves socialism. Everybody loves socialism. You want to know why? Social Security. If you don't like Social Security, then you proved me wrong. But if you're planning on collecting a Social Security check, I am, then you embrace socialism. And I think it's a great safety net, but it shouldn't be a lifeline. All right? Also, the anarchists. These are the ones that make us look bad. Like I said, they're dressed up in black. They got all the fucking makeup in. They're running around with a goddamn mask all over their face, looking like fucking idiots. When you watch the video, you see a group of fucking morons. I mean, you go to a protest and you grab a garbage can. That's the pinnacle of your life. You walk around pushing a fucking garbage can. What does that do? What does that do? Right now, Trump is at his resort spending our tax dollars. I don't know if he's at his golf one, but he's resorting again. Again, today, people are doing protests against Trump. And then, of course, you have the counter protesters for Trump, but they're doing the tax thing, too. They're protesting for Trump to release his taxes because, Trump lied. He said he was going to release it, and then he just changed his mind. And now he also just recently... there used to be a list, and it was released to the public where who would visit the White House. Obama had that. It was real transparent who comes to visit the White House. Well, Donald Trump wants to keep that a secret so him and Putin can play Connect 4 and Monopoly. BFFs, all that good shit behind the scenes. So, like I said, he's not being transparent. He's a fucking liar. He's a sack of shit. He's using all of our money to go on tour, golf tours and resorts, and he's having a blast maxing out the damn Secret Service. But it is what it is. I don't want to get started on him. I just simply don't like the guy. I think Pence would be a better president. But back to the protests. It was real bad. And at the end, it seemed like people were coming around. The violence kind of toned down. There's a little bit of shoving, but it was more like, people doing, the political chant, say, hey, ho ho, Trump's got to go. And then, of course, the Trumpeteers, USA. So at the end there, you saw people talking, doing dialogue, arguing, debating, something that's more in my kind of area. Because like I said, I'll talk. I don't find a purpose in violence. Like me, I will never act out on violence. I've done enough of that in the past. I just know there's nothing good from it. No matter how mad you get, there's nothing fruitful from violence. There's nothing fruitful from it. I just don't see it. I don't see it. That's just me. So I'm the kind of guy, I like to talk. I like to debate. I like a good argument. There ain't nothing wrong with getting pissed as long as you keep your hands to yourself. We don't have to yell like morons either. There's nothing wrong with having a constructive argument. But yelling doesn't make you win. It just makes you a fucking idiot. If you're wrong and stupid, yelling, that just means you're yelling wrong and stupid. Some people think yelling means you're right, or if I make you stop talking, I win. No, you're just an idiot that yells instead of just an idiot. That being said, You know, Berkeley has been fucking up lately, and I just want to emphasize, you know, everyone's saying the liberals this and the liberals that and yada yada yada. It's the fucking anarchists, and quit comparing liberals to anarchists, because those are two different groups. Quit comparing liberals to communists. Quit comparing liberals to socialism. They're totally different. It's multiple factions that are against Trump, but they're not all the same faction. Just like you know, with the conservatives and Trumpeteers, it's multiple factions. You have veterans that support Trump. You have alt-right, which is a racist group and a hate group by the Humane League. You have the KKK. You have the Aryan Nation. You have the skinheads that support Trump and other white nationalists that support Trump, according to the internet. Now, I don't know if they're legit or not, or even the real deal when it comes to these racist groups. The only one I've seen that's been confirmed is the KKK. I don't know. I really don't know, guys, but I'm just saying there's multiple factions on two sides, against Trump or with Trump, but it's more than two groups. And you got the right trying to generalize the left, and you got the left trying to generalize the right, and all we're doing is trying to paint one picture on 1,000 faces, and that's just wrong. That's just wrong. The protests in Berkeley could have been better. They were shameful. If I was a protester, I'd be embarrassed to say that I went there. And as a Trump supporter, if you got to bring a shield just to voice your opinion, then something's wrong. And that's on both sides, guys. There's one word I could sum it up with, and that's pathetic on both sides. That's my opinion on the matter. I'd love to hear yours. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and peace, everybody.